want to see something I might have done that was, I don't know, it was late, it was dark.
What'd you do?
I put those steaks down before I picked everything up to take it to the saw. Is it straight?
It's not straight.
What happened?
Were you crooked that day?
Well, I was working all day and it was late. And that is what came out of it. I don't know what happened to my square. I thought I used to be square.
So are you gonna move it or are you gonna leave it crooked?
I think I gotta move it. Or it's gonna bother me forever. And you.
Huh. You know what? While you do that today, I think I'll work on something else.
Yay! Hey, before we get started, we should probably go tend to the sad faces.
Oh man, they're like the most starving animals ever.
Look how sad they are.
Let's go feed them.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to K&S Get Out.
Whoa!
Yeah, you gotta watch the animals.
Whoa!
We got some hungry animals.
We gotta get right to it. We gotta feed the animals.
And we got a project list today. So, we are gonna divide and conquer once again because Shannon doesn't want to work with me.
Kyle doesn't want to work with me, actually.
That's all he got? But Mario is eating my pants.
We have different
my
things
finger.
we want to get done today. That's all there is to it.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, Mario.
Oh man, you got big boy in the front, horn guy in the back.
Promise there's no.
You guys are hungry.
I promise there's no food where you were just looking.
See, Dad, go get my food, please.
Did you
go
wanna
get it?
Eat my hat? Okay, you eat the hat. I'll go get some food. We'll be right back.
Hi, handsome.
Excuse me.
Do you want to be on camera this morning?
Excuse me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for my hug. Hey, you're staying here. Come here. Oh, Herc. Why don't you come up here and see me? Come on. That's a good boy. Have you been keeping them in line this morning? Oh, thank you. I saw that you wanted to play with Luigi. How'd that go? Did you tell him what was up? Yeah? What do these things think, huh? What are they doing? Were you guarding this morning? Or were you playing? Hi. What do you think? What? Huh? Paw prints every morning. Are you getting excited? Is Dad gonna bring your food?
Can you guys make it? Can you make it? Is that your food? Can I come in and put it in your feeders? Hey, speaking of feeders, let's show them. I'm excited. Yeah. So as we all know, Mario is the aggressor. He's intact. If you're new here, we left him intact, and we're still working on manners. And Luigi is our weather.
Hold on, Herc.
Ouija. Oh, Ouija. That's a good boy. Uh-oh. Yeah, you know you get more than that, don't you? Did you
Herc
want
says,
some?
wait, what about me?
You can't have that, silly boy.
Herc, I have your food.
So when we first put the hay feeder up here, we didn't have our troughs yet. Is that what you call them, troughs?
Sure.
You're just gonna eat his food out of your hand. But we finally got those hung, and it does a fantastic job at keeping these two separated while they're eating. And somebody even commented and said, hey, you know, the fact that they can't see each other while they're eating, also a big help.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mario does eat faster than Luigi and then go try to help him, but Luigi is hands down getting so much more food to himself, and most of the time can eat in peace until Hercules wants to join his party.
Hercules, come over here, buddy.
I got you. Mario. All right, bud. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know it. I know it.
All right, Herc, let's get your food.
What do you think? Hey. Don't tell anybody, Kay. top secret.
He says, thank you.
I need to get that broom and clear this area out. Those goats really throw a party on Friday nights, don't they?
They do.
And they leave a mess. Amazing what 2 goats can do.
I know. I'll go grab the broom real quick.
Man, they went through the water too.
Do you need me to turn it on?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Would you also screw the hose into the faucet, please?
Oh man, I hate screwing that hose in.
Okay, well think about it the way that you would.
And go opposite?
And then turn it the other way.
So spin it to the left.
Yeah, just start spinning it the way you think you should, then immediately stop and go the other way.
There you go.
Nailed it.
I went the wrong way the first time.
That's what I was saying.
I know, but
I
think I need to screw it on the way that I think it should be, because I went the opposite way and that didn't work.
Interesting.
It's that left-handed mind.
Yeah. What do you think, buddy? I heard you eating some of your food.
I'm gonna try something real quick.
I think that may require a power sprayer.
No, I don't think it's gonna require a power sprayer. I think this will work. I'm just gonna have to re-burn it and then seal it.
Yep. Where's that going on the project list?
I don't think, not yet.
You don't think not yet?
I don't think that a power sprayer is a good idea to use on those pallet boards.
Gotcha.
Little wobbly, huh?
Herc says, while you're sweeping the poo above me, I'm just going to be eating my food down here. So if you could keep the poo out of my bowl, that'd be great.
I am actually a little concerned about that. I don't want to shove poop in his bowl.
He really couldn't care less.
Okay, so this is something I've been thinking about. They don't use this very often, and I think it's because it's too steep. So.
Too steep?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they just don't use it. They run over here. So what I'm thinking is we take one of the spools, flip it on its side. Are you being nosy or what?
He said, you said flip it on its side.
And put it right here so they can jump up on the spool and use this as a bridge.
The only thing is, Herc has gotten amazing at now attacking or teasing Luigi. And Luigi just goes in full sprint and obstacle course mode trying to run from him. So I'm kind of thinking we've got to find him a place that...
the Herc can't get to him?
Yeah.
But I think that would help, giving them a more fun area to play and run on.
I agree. I think they would enjoy it. But I'm just saying, it's about time to start thinking about building in protection for Luigi.
Gotcha.
Because remember, when we first brought him here, he tried to tell Hercules that he was the boss of the pen. And Hercules has since trained, and he does the teasing and the bossing. So I kind of want to give these yahoos a place. Mario doesn't really need it. He knows how to defend himself.
He stays away from Mario pretty good.
But this little guy,
he just runs and chases you, doesn't he?
and occasionally Big Brother has to get involved.
I know. Does that feel good? Oh, do you need in on this? You can get in on this too. Yeah. Yeah. Do you like that? He's like, hey, is there any more grain up here in these feeders? I think I need to check them out.
I think you already know the answer to that, don't you? Yeah. Do they pass your inspection approval?
He's like, no, they don't have any feed in them.
I think you learned that one from Batman, didn't you? Is that a Batman move? Are you going to eat my camera? Oh, are we laying down or what's this? Hey, here, look.
There's nothing in it.
What you doing? Yeah, but then Luigi buddies up with Mario, and Herc's like, yeah, maybe we'll give that just a while. What's up, bud?
Well, hello. I'm trying to clean up your mess down here. You boys
Says
are
I'm inspecting
messy.
your work.
I think it's time too that we change
Look
out.
at him. He says, oh, thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
This'll work.
I think it's about time that we change out the straw in Herc's house too.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of work to do today, so let's wrap up here and get to busting on our projects and show them what we got going on.
Sounds great.
Oh, and our awesome day we had yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Sneak
big score
peek.
yesterday.
Sneak peek. Boom! Did you see it?
We are so grateful for the people that have come into our lives and offered things to us. So JR, Caleb, you guys know who you are. Thank you so much for your generosity. We are so grateful and we're excited to build some things.
Think you're gonna fit? It looks pretty good to me.
That's awesome.
But we are out here at 4W Metal, the great folks that helped us get the sheet metal for the goat shelter. It turns out the guy has all the skills, like a multitude of people worth of skills in one man. And so he's been sharing stories with us and kind of giving us some pointers, and it's really been awesome. But also, he's got pallets, he's got scrap wood, he's got all sorts of stuff. And so he's loading us up as best he can on this trailer, on this load. And I think we're just gonna have to come back and see him every, I don't know, other day, every other
Yeah, I was
week.
gonna say maybe every other week.
JR, I'm sorry, I don't want to annoy you. We are very, very appreciative, man. This is, I don't know
This
what
is
Shannon,
awesome.
and I don't know what the Pallet Pro is going to do with this, but I'm excited to see it.
Oh, there will be stuff done,
There'll
for
be
sure.
Stuff done.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try to get too wide here and then somehow figure out how to unload them at the land.
Yeah, wish
I'm
us luck
thinking-
on that one.
Toe strap, dad's tractor, or the four-wheeler?
There you go. Good thinking.
Or one at a time, piece by piece.
Yeah,
This is so awesome.
very, very generous.
Yeah, can't be more grateful.
Oh man, we are
And if
so
we can-
thankful.
Oh, you're welcome.
So thankful.
When you're ready for some more, give us a holler.
Okay.
That's awesome. Do you think there's something in there for you? There's nothing in there.
So we have a couple of camps, and Shannon and I knew this was coming. We talked to Chad over at Adler Farms, Dad over at Grandpa Adler Farms. They've had animals for a while. This is new to us other than Princess Nala. But as far as YouTube followers, Facebook followers, and all that, we've got the camps that just adore this guy and want us to make sure that Luigi or Mario aren't gonna hurt him. This little helpless, tiny puppy of a dog.
Little helpless tiny puppy.
It isn't scary at all. And then we have the camp that feels sorry for Special Ouija, because a lot of you saw Dad show him favoritism over at his farm. Over there, it was a different dynamic with different goats, different animals. Here, I promise you, you only see about an hour of this stuff throughout the week, but Shannon and I go through this all throughout the day, and we see who's bossing who around. And realistically, these two get along. They just have a special way of playing.
They do. And this one, he likes to eat everybody's clothing.
Oh! They both think Dad will take their side at different points. Ouija's like, hey, Dad's up here. I got this. But I promise, guys, they're not teaming up on each other. Sometimes Mario will step in if Herc gets a little out of line with this guy, and he doesn't really fight Hercules or anything. He just kind of puts a stop to it. Everybody chills out. But how many times a day do we come out here and we catch him? He's down here, laying right here, and the two of them are up here cuddled up, or he's
all
down
the time.
barking for him, and they're just up here like, you got this, Herc?
They're actually pretty chill when we're not in here with them.
Oh, very.
I mean, Hercules does chase Luigi and try to get him to play, but for the most part, they're pretty chill.
Keyword play.
Play.
All right, I gave them fresh water. They got their grain. We'll re-straw them here after a bit, but you ready to go up and get to work on our project?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we'll be back later, boys. Yeah, I know it. I know it.
So as we mentioned earlier, we are so grateful and thankful to be given these pallets. And the other thing is we are also getting a whole bundle of pallet planks. So I am pulling the boards off of these, and I'm gonna de-nail them because nobody wants boards with nails sticking out of them laying around. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna use these planks for yet, but really what I'm excited about is these pallets right here have 20-foot 2x4s on them. 20-foot 2x4s. That's amazing. We're gonna be able to build so much with that. And the ones that are good, I think we're gonna be able to use for the shed. Now, we are also given some boards for our shed, but it's just amazing how generous people have been to us. And I can't say thank you enough. So this is just a little sample of what I'm thinking about doing for the siding. If I take my planks and kind of lay them on top of each other like normal siding, I wanted to see if I can get them to hold in with our staple gun. As you can see, our staples are too long, but I need to talk to Kyle. Maybe this plywood isn't as thick as the plywood that we're gonna put on the actual shed. So these staples may be okay. However, my main concern is making sure that they are long enough and strong enough to actually hold the siding in. Because the next thing that I think I'm gonna do is just test out doing some wood burning to kind of get an idea as to what it's gonna look like and the overall design. Check this out. They all finally gave in. All three of them. That's some tired animals right there, especially Herc. Hey, how's it going up here?
Fantastic, I think.
What have you gotten done?
I've never built anything like this, so that's always my preface. But I've got the 4 skids spread out the way that I want them. They are rated for ground contact, GC. This lumber is not. And because we're up on the skids, we don't have to worry about it. This will all be behind siding and obviously off the ground. But I got these guys leveled, as level as they're gonna be anyway, omitting some perfectionism. But ideally, you want to build your subfloor on a level surface somewhere. Well, we don't really have one of those. So this is my level surface. So I've gone ahead and built the frame and just threw some nails in the corners. So now I've got all 4 corners square, which is awesome.
Good job.
Thanks. I'm gonna start bringing over my 15-foot 9-inch floor joists to run this way across, and we're gonna space those 16 inches on center. And we should have, I believe, 8 of the interior. I've got the 2 16-footers on the outside And then we got the 15.9 accounting for the width of these 12 footers on the ends. Run those across, and then hopefully I can get my panels on.
Awesome.
Yeah. I like this better than trying to build on those deck blocks down there.
I figured you would.
I mean, the floor, is it going to be perfectly level? No. Will a marble roll on it if I just set a marble in the middle? We'll find out. But I think for the most part, once I get this framed, this floor is going to be super level. And yes, I know that translates to a little more offage once you get up to the roof, but we dealt with that one, and I definitely leveled this better than I did those deck blocks.
Good job.
Thanks.
Hey, I want to talk to you about something that I did just a little bit ago.
Okay.
Okay, so I was trying to get an idea of how I was going to do the siding, and I talked to my dad about it, and he recommended overlapping the panels to help them shed water a little bit. So this is
as opposed to
just flat
what
up
you
against
did on the
OSB.
shelter where they were just connected to the 2x4s and stuff.
And then we ran into them shrinking and having gaps and all that,
Yep.
and I don't want to go through that again.
Sweet.
So I've done a little sample here, and I think that it's going to work out pretty well. I will say this, I'm going to have to do a whole lot more making sure they're level
Well,
than just winging it.
You just start at the bottom and go up with these, right?
Yes. However, you have to make sure your gap is pretty much the same. So I've overlapped them just a little bit. The staples I'm using are sticking through the OSB a little bit, but I think that's going to be okay because aren't we going to have a gap in the wall between the two?
Yeah, we'll have the 3.5 inch gap from a 2x4.
Okay. So I kind of want to just leave this outside for a little while.
So is that your plan, to put a straight flat along the bottom and let that be kind of your gap maker and then lap on the top?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Unless that's wrong, unless somebody wants to tell me that's not how I
you
should
know,
do it.
You know how many buildings I've sided with panels and just wood in general like this?
That one?
Oh, yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that's all I've done too.
Yeah, I like it. That looks good.
But I still like the burn look. I still like that you can, it looks very rustic, and I just want to make sure it holds up now. So I'm going to leave it out here to see how it does.
Yeah. Well, and you know, if we don't go that route on this one, we are actually going to put an exterior piece of OSB where we didn't on the goat shelter.
Yes.
So,
and that'll make it a lot easier for stapling my boards too.
Yeah. Now this will take some more panels than the goat shelter just by design, but especially because the building is bigger.
It will, but the nice thing is we're getting panels that have not been put together on actual pallets. They're pallet boards still, but we had somebody that was very generous to us and is getting us just the panels. So at least we have several coming that I don't have to worry about denailing.
Some more recycled materials.
More recycled materials.
Sweet. Speaking of recycled materials, part of our design is incorporating a lot of these recycled things that we have because, as you guys know, lumber prices are fairly high right now. These skids are actually from that pole barn that we tore down for a friend of mine. He said if we deconstructed it, we could have the lumber, so we're still using a lot of that. All of the 2x6s that we're using for this floor also came from that project. So we saved a lot of money from the skids to the floor. I did have to buy the panels, and then along with the long pallets that Shannon scored, we got like 88 almost 4-foot pieces of 2x4, and they're all in great shape. Thanks, JR. So we could build stub walls and stack those. I haven't done my math yet, adding a cap to them and seeing kind of what that height looks like and how it pans out up to 7.5, 8 feet. But we're trying to maintain that recycled material option just for a little bit of savings. And if any of you guys have extra scraps laying around, these are the kinds of projects you can turn them into. Very pleased with it.
Very.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get my joist on and keep going.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
How you doing on the floor?
Well, I was picking up that last sheet of OSB to drop it over there, and I split my pants. Split my pants, man, right down the middle of the back.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. doing all right. It's kind of fitting together like a puzzle. Got to cut the last piece of OSB and then can put the tongue and groove together and nail it down.
I didn't think we had to cut anything.
I got to cut one piece
Okay.
to make the seams overlap, stack. I'll show you.
Very cool.
Yeah. You're doing great. This was awesome.
How are you? You want me to come take a look?
Yeah. Are you any good at puzzles?
I'm great at puzzles, especially like Tetris puzzles.
Okay. Will you try to push the end of that piece toward me, please? This is my first time to do tongue and groove on big flooring sheets like this. Nice.
Is that what you needed?
Yeah, see the seam? I had to hold this end down so that you could push that and get this here. But it all still needs to be rotated.
Very good.
I just got to cut one sheet in half.
Hey, this is pretty solid.
Well, yeah.
You want to dance? It's kind of like a little dance floor.
Well, we'll river dance after we get the final pieces in.
Maybe you should show me in the meantime.
I did a river dance my senior year in a little fundraising thing for our senior project. Yeah, I know that was before cell phones were in everybody's hands, so I'm not sure if there's footage out there of that.
Are you sure you don't want to reenact it for us?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it.
I know. Yeah, not
This
till I'm
looks really
done
good.
with the floor. Thanks. I like it. It's solid. I think as we get more and more weight on it, you know, everything settles a little bit, lumber included.
Well, I think it looks great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I lucked out and realized it says this side down on these sheets, but I put a couple down before I knew that, and they're not light. All right, got a little frustrated yesterday with the OSB. It wasn't playing nice. The tongue and groove, I think it's a great concept. I'm just not skilled enough for it yet. It's not as forgiving. Everything has to be very in line, very straight. And of course, it's gonna seal up nicer. So I like the idea, but if you're not square perfectly, you're gonna have little problems, just like I did. We got just a hair of a gap right there where they meet up. Stressed me out yesterday. I just had to throw in the towel. I was hungry and tired. But today, talked to Shannon about it. She made me feel a little bit better and said, hey, you know what? Just do it. It'll be fine. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna try to get this on here, keep things on the 2x6 planks for support and the ability to nail all of them down as best I can. I use the nail gun. It's way faster. Put the chalk lines on, and then I was able to just hit those 2x6s. I think I tried to be between like 12 and 18 inches apart. Tried to stay less than 18. I wish I had done screws. It'd be a little bit easier to repair the floor if I had to take up a panel or something. But it was just a little bit slower, and I have more nails, so we went with nails. Probably will regret that someday, but that's okay. So my goal today with the sunshine, it's a little cold out, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get this all done. And then I don't know if you can see this tree. Let me see if I can safely get over there. I'm gonna have to clean that up just a little bit. Those definitely are gonna be hanging over. Some of these are gonna be hitting the roof if I don't get them down. I don't wanna cut the whole tree down. I can, and even if we get the whole structure built, I'll be able to cut it down and get it to fall that way. So I feel good about that. But if I just take off, still can't really see, can you? If I take off like here, 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 I won't need to take off that thick one. That goes back away from the building. But we should be able to leave that tree, just get it trimmed down so I don't have to deal with limbs hitting the roof or blowing down and getting on the roof. All right, I'm gonna get the floor done, and hopefully we'll be ready to start framing walls here before too long. All right, well, as you can see, we got another beautiful evening out here. It is cold. I think we're just about, I don't know, maybe 40 degrees or something like that, but I'm very, very pleased with this. This got Hercules test of approval. He helped me with my chalk lines, and I laid down on it for a little bit, just, you know, kind of see what it was like to lay on level ground that didn't have wheels underneath it. Kind of nice. Well, what do you guys think? We are ready now to start putting the walls together. I'll probably get this covered in case we have any weather coming in. I don't want any of this rained on until we have a roof over it. But I do have to say, first time ever building a floor. Are there things I could have done better? Absolutely. But who doesn't want to come here and watch and see a guy do this for the very first time? And then laugh and chuckle at home and think, wow, well, he'll figure it out one of these days. All right, well, we're well on our way with our shed project. Got to get the 2x4s, get the frame walls up, put the doors and windows and all that stuff in, so we got plenty more to do. But I think this is a pretty good start. Hey, we love and appreciate each and every one of you, and we thank you so much for coming along on this journey with us. We're having a blast. We hope you guys are too, and as always, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.